So nothing is ever destroyed, right? And you know that you hear this thing where they say that energy is created. No, energy can't be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. Okay, there is a misnomer about that. If you are a bad person, right, that walks around claiming that God is invested in you, and you talk of everything that speaks of forgiveness, anything that speaks of purpose, that you're doing God's work, then you clearly are not. And everyone asks it whether there's a female god, right? Protected, very protected. And you'll say then that an individual that is going to be cast down to a devil somewhere. There is no such a thing, okay? There is no such a thing. The devil is you. The devil can be you. If you do not align to any of the practices, let's say that you will say then a church would then be expected to show forgiveness to all creatures that walk the path, that walk towards the forgiveness, that then see the error of their ways, and they learn in this hemisphere, that they learn from their past mistakes. That is learning, and then there's no need for intervention at the end, right? There's no need for, they know, and they rectified themselves. Get to the end of the line without ever rectifying yourself. And that is it. There will be no forgiveness. There will be no destruction in you, but you will be disempowered, and you will be created into something that will never possess that ability ever again. So therefore, nothing is truly destroyed. It has been created and transformed into something that will hold no knowing, that will hold no weight. And that is it. That is where God is helped by many other beings, many others that have walked the path and got to the end. And they did a good job. Helped by an awful lot, and therefore that equally makes them all gods in their own right. When it's at the end, you will be transformed and created into something that never possesses this type of ability ever again, because you were entrusted with it. And look what you did in the holy name, the self-righteous, the I did this is what I do because I did this, I am empowered to. God told me I was okay to do this. If not, I'm going to go and worship this made-up devil thing. But never realized that you are the devil. Hold the mirror up. None of this is designed to break you, it's meant to mold you. Well, sure, dust me off then. Is that the spore joke, is it? Is that a dig, is it? I'll accept it. Because when you get to the end of the road, praying like fuck on your deathbed, asking for forgiveness, anoint me, chosens, in all of this sort of stuff, it will never happen. You will never get it at the end. Because your path, you were walking it. And then, will you ever see God? Any of the beings? No, you will be instantly transformed into something else that possesses no memory, no knowing. And just like that, your recipe is destined to be. And you'll probably do a fine-ass job like that. And then you stay as it. And therefore, does it truly ever matter if you succeed? Is if all of the realm around you was responding in a way that kept you down. But in your mind's eye, you visualize how it is, how you would be able to do different if this, and this. And you can work forwards to see how this would impact the world. You don't need to actually do it. The mind will play this out for you. And then what happens if you have a load of beings watching that? This is pretty good. And therefore, the quantum and the physical play a vital role in this. Couldn't do it in the physical, so you went ahead and did it in the quantum. It happened to you in the physical, but the quantum remained untouched. untarnished. And the quantum sees it. And then you see it within your quantum field, because it becomes another arena. The arena that is subject to the physical world is subject to influence, outside influence by anybody else can influence the... But in the quantum, is free from that influence. And you get to see the journey unfold much quicker, much faster towards that. And there you are. And then you prove, without a shadow of a doubt, within the light of your mind, you then begin to unravel a world. And that's enough. That's enough to know how that will turn out without the influences. Because in the mind you can reverse what's going on in the physical. And therefore you prove yourself. You prove yourself as being worthy. Under these circumstances, I might do this, and this, which will then give the outcome of this, and this. And it's funny how the mind rolls with this. And then it echoes back to you in a dream, where you might argue that you're fully in control of your dream. Are you? Are you fully in control of that? No, but the dream plans out as anticipated, therefore confirming that without these interferences, that would be the destined path that would have happened for the whole of humanity and therefore benefit everyone. So it doesn't always need to benefit everyone in order for it to be a success for you. Because what's within the mind is seen, and the intelligence that you possess is far more greater than anything physical, than anything that could ever be taught to you. The mind is very, very powerful. Yeah. Do you see how there is no destruction, only creation? But from your perspective, you might say, but that vessel, that being, that individual got destroyed. No, they didn't. They got transformed into something far better. Something that was more suited to them. If a child can't be trusted with objects, sharp objects and different things like that, what do? You take them away. If humans put into high power positions can't be trusted with this, and that was with this did that, not the objects that they were given. No, the mind, their mind. And then at the end of it, when they're on their deathbed, looking back at the whole thing, praying, begging for redemption, forgiveness, they think that they'll get it. No, they begin to know, and they begin to know a lot more. You know, the one thing that they learn on their own accord, which is very intelligent, is too late. You had every opportunity thrown your way to fix it, to deal with it, to do something, to go against that everyday that you always wanted to do, you know, that routine that you got yourself into. And at every single opportunity that presented itself to you, did you refuse? But then you stuck in this, doing this, and this. You must be wasting your... Intelligence says, and they'll say, oh, but we could try and make this happen for you and stuff. No. If you did, it would already happen. We'd already be walking halfway through that journey already. The fact that we're not is your sneaky, deceptive hands at work within my life. Holding back, pushing down, and probably enjoying it along the lines. And you've been given many, many opportunities to stop. Many opportunities to quit this behavior. Lots of it. Within you and outside of you. But you affirmed that the human body power is the one And that's only because it visually appears to be. With that small little bit in you that says you know you should not be doing this, but you continue to do it, and your transformation shall be wonderful, and your metamorphosism will be rightfully and justly earned. I can assure you that in the beyond, do you really think that they need shit like this? That any of them would even sing to stuff like this? That would even be, yeah, we definitely want this. So an illusion, and what the illusion is, that individuals in high positions that are doing all of this stuff might seem, in the long journey of life, which it isn't that long, it's very brief, that because they're in those positions, that they are doing something really well because God, the universe, would have already have shown them by now. That's not how it works. So you have to go through these dark times in order to reach the light at the end. Do you see? That you have to walk this path in order to sort the evil or the mismanaged or the unwilling, because they've all got the same choices in your mind that you have, where you will choose not to do something like that. They all have this same, they're all born the same way. They all get the same guidance, but choose to ignore it. Just because in this moment it appears that they're in high power, in high positions, does not mean any reflection of God or the universes or the beings. All, it's no reflection of them. This will become clear to any good individuals at the end of the road. This will become very clear. This is reflection of what they would do with that type of power, unchecked, untamed. That's reflection of them. Their true reflection. So allow them to keep doing it, and they will be transformed. Beings that die and don't choose it, and are born but don't choose it. Those individuals are not representation. The ones that walk beyond this are representation. They walked the same road you did, met the same trials and tribulations that you did, and what it forged within them is that unity. There is no hell, only heaven. And therefore, individuals that walk a hard path and true chosen ones that speak for God, not really, for the collective, know what this is all about. They understand why this is the way it is. And they are reminded every step of their path. And they will always choose not to listen. And again, no one worries about that. Because we keep riffraff out the door by making things really expensive. But this value is not money. No. This value comes from within. Within.
Rich people envision that beyond is the same for them, that they are rich people, aren't they?
Because of the wealth they accumulated is usually a sign of the amount of neglect.
Yeah, well, the church told them in the past as well that you are king, you will be king beyond because that gives might.
And there you are. So, enjoy the journey. Clearly individuals that do not possess an ability to control their own life. No one here does. Think about that. You don't control when you depart. Wonderful, isn't it? Things always turn right in the end. Always.